Well, I'm Xander, and this is Undertale. First off, you'll see this is a 2D RPG, and it's very mash heavy. You'll be hearing my keyboard during the entire run. So I'm using Enter Shift XZ in that order to mash through the text as fast as possible. Of course, it's not optimal and by any means, because you would get like 15 text boxes per second, and I get about 9. Oh yeah, here we meet Flowey. He's gonna try to murder us, but I think he's gonna fail. Yes, he did. Tutorial is gonna come and save us here. And she takes us to the ruins. So I'm running Soulless Pacifist. That basically implies that I'm gonna do a genocide run first, which means you kill everything. And then I'm gonna do a pacifist run, and I will not have a soul during that run. So we flip switches. I have to talk to this dummy here. Talking to this dummy does not abort genocide, because some enemies, if you spare them, they do abort genocide, but the dummy doesn't. So we're gonna kill this frog at here. Okay, he actually died. There's a chance that he doesn't die. And that's kind of a disadvantage. Because he gives you a level up, and you kind of need that to kill other enemies faster. So you saw my love increase. Love actually stands for level of violence in this game. It's pretty ironic. So Toriel is going to take us through this great long 25-second hallway here. It's very great. It is actually the best part of the run. So, as I was talking about before, in the Soulless Pacifist ending, it's actually different from a normal Pacifist ending, and you'll see that at the end of the run as well. So we should almost be out of this room, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get an encounter here in a second. There's 2 types of encounters you can get. You can either get Whimsons or Froggets. We got a Frogget there, a Whimson there, that's 1 kill. We're gonna need 12 kills in these 2 rooms, so I'm gonna have to keep my count. So this is 2. Preferably this Frogget will give you a frog attack. You can run into that and it actually ends the attack immediately. So that was 2, like I said before. I'm actually holding up and down right now to grind for kills. Normally you would just walk normally, but this is actually just pretty much just walking in place. So that's 3. This is pretty bad RNG so far. This is 4. Yeah, you'll see the first hour and 20 minutes are not as good as the rest of the run. Because about, like I said, an hour and 20 minutes in is pretty much where the run really starts. That's 5, I think. Yeah, that's 5. Almost halfway. And that's a Winston. 6. So yeah, the first hour and 10 minutes of this run are 90% RNG. It's great. Okay, so that's 7. Didn't level up. We're gonna level up next turn, next encounter then. Which means we can quick attack everything and they will actually die. So this is gonna give us a level up. So that's 8. We need 4 more before we can move on. So we actually need to grind out a specific amount of kills in Genocide to actually activate the Genocide ending. We need 20 kills in Ruins. We're gonna grind for 12 here and then we'll move on. Okay, so this is 10. Should not have attacked that in green area. The yellow area would have been fine, but it's no big deal. Okay, so we have 2 kills left. Let's hope they're Whimsons, because we've been getting pretty bad RNG. So that's 1 Whimson. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the end of the room here. So we already get some steps in on our step count, and we don't have to grind out for, and we have to grind for a shorter time here. It's just barely shorter, but it's shorter. That's a Frogget too. That's the last kill we're gonna get in this area. We're gonna get one more Frogget or Whimsun in the next room. And that puts us at 13. So I actually, normally you would push that rock from the side, or you can actually push it from the top for some reason. So that's our 13th kill. I'm gonna attempt a diagonal path on this. Usually you would fall down here and on the room below it, because you will fall in it and go to a room down. There would be a path shown with flowers or leaves. I think. And we can just go diagonally because the hitboxes on that are completely broken. Okay, so we got the optimal RNG here. I did not handle it properly though, because you would want to attack the Whimsun first, so the Frogget can give you a quick attack. Okay, that puts us at 15. We need 5 more. Preferably we would get another one of those, another Frogget Whimsun double and a triple Moldsmal. And then we will leave. Let's see what we get. Okay, triple Moldsmal there. That's fine. As long as we get a double after this, we should not have to grind for an extremely long time. Because if you have to grind with 1 kill left, it takes a long time. It takes like 30 seconds if you need to do that. These are Moldsmals. They have these attacks, obviously. They take a long time to deal with, but it was actually, this RNG is actually still optimal for the second half. At least up until now. If we get another Frogget Whimsun now, this would be perfect RNG for the second half. And hopefully I don't die. I can take 2 more hits. And on the third one I die. Because we've been getting a lot of Froggets and we had to take a lot of hits to end the attacks. So we should have 2 kills left here. It's gonna take some time to grind for this. Okay. So we got a double, that's fine. It's not a Frogget Whimsun, but any double is fine. Okay, so if we kill this, we can move on. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the ruins, RNG-wise. So you'll see here Napstablook will just leave because I think he's scared or something. And we're gonna get a lot of these encounters. Like, a lot. We're just passing through now. We've killed everything in the area. And we're about to kill Toriel. Yes, Goat Mom. So we're actually gonna get an encounter in every room now. We still have to flip the switches. Further into the run, you'll see all puzzles will have been solved. But in ruins, that's not the case. I'm trying to just optimize my movement here. That was not nearly optimal. Doesn't matter. Okay. So now we're gonna get to Toriel's home. For some reason, there's an encounter in this room. She's gonna, like, ask us why we were here, because she actually told us to stay there at the pillar before. But don't mind that. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we're actually gonna, we can go down, but Toriel will come and tell us to go back. So I have to talk to her first. You have to talk 3 times, so the choice comes up thrice. And the 3rd time I can ask her how to leave the ruins, and she'll leave to destroy the exit. But we will destroy her before she does that. Keep on opening my menu by accident. Okay, so we can, in Genocide, we can actually one-hit most bosses, just like that. And she's dead now. So this is unskippable dialogue. We're just gonna have to press Enter and Z, and we cannot, like, finish it instantly. Okay. It should actually be a decent ruins time. Yeah, that's a 10:52. That's a really good. That's not really good, but it's decent. It's not as bad as I was expecting from that first half of ruins. So we're gonna pass through this hallway now. It's a very long hallway, and Flowey is gonna come back to talk to us about how we're doing Genocide now.
That's a wonderful idea.
Yes, it indeed is a wonderful idea. So we're gonna move on to Snowden here. But first we get this. We have to wait through this. Okay, so we're gonna pass through this creepy hallway, and we'll meet Sans in a second. The stick is usually too heavy to pick up. Okay, we're gonna get to this bridge here. The sound's gonna come at us here. And he pranked us. So he asked us to turn around and shake his hand, which we did, and then we got pranked. So right in here, he asks us to hide behind this lamp, because Papyrus, his brother, is a human hunting fanatic, and he would like to capture us, but he won't. So I equipped the tough glove here. It's a better weapon than the stick, which was what we had equipped before. So for Snowden, the count for kills in the game is 16, but mine is actually 13, because I only count RNG encounters that are RNG based. Yeah, as I was talking about before, Sans asks us to hide behind the lamp, but we don't need to because we're doing Genocide and we're not scared of anything. Okay, so now we're gonna encounter an ice cap here. Okay, so this is Doggo. He doesn't count at all towards the kill count. I'm gonna run into his attack so it actually moves off screen slightly faster. And blue attacks you can dodge if they if you stand still. Like I said before, I walked into it to make it go off screen faster. So here we encounter a lesser dog. We're gonna go throw a stick at it, so it's in one hit. Just like that. Throwing a stick is slightly faster than attacking twice, just slightly. So normally there will be an invisible electricity maze here, but we can just walk through it. It's already been solved. Okay. So this is a crossword puzzle. We can just bypass that just like that. Here I'm gonna grind on this bridge because our step count is already pretty high when you arrive here, so it's really worth it to grind. So this is RNG based. You got a triple, which is preferred. So you're gonna see, I'm gonna spare Jerry, which is the enemy in the middle, because he takes like 10 hits. He actually takes like 10 hits to kill. He takes 10 damage. And any other enemy takes like 50. So sparing Jerry does not abort genocide at all. My count is at 2 right now. Gotta remember that. So here we're gonna encounter Dogami and Dogaressa. I'm gonna attack Dogaressa first, because if I do, Dogami dies in 1 hit. Saves 2 turns. Okay, so they gave me the fast attack first, and this is the slow attack. It's about like 1.2 slower, I think. And if I just attack in the middle here, he dies in 1 hit. Usually he would take 3 hits too if you attack him first. So this puzzle has already been solved. Don't need to do it. Same with this one. Normally there would be a colored tile puzzle here, but Papyrus is getting scared, so he doesn't activate it. This has been solved as well. Because here we encounter Gritter Dog. He takes 3 hits to kill, and he is also RNG based. He does not count towards the kill count, neither do Dogami and Dogaressa. So unlike Glutzer Dog, we cannot throw the stick to one-hit other enemies. So this is a slow attack. He can also give us a sleeping dog attack, which we can run into and anti-attack immediately, like that. So here we're gonna have another conversation with Sans and Papyrus, and then it's time to grind again. Isn't that fun? So we're gonna have to grind out 11 kills here. So Papyrus thinks this trap is too easy to defeat the human with, so he just disables it. Alright, I interacted with that camera. So I have to re-enter that room there to make Sans disappear and be able to encounter here. Also, I'm not using the up and down method, like holding up and down at the same time, because it's actually slower there. Nice, not even one hit. That's just great. That was me being stupid. Yeah, it's actually slower to hold up and down at the same time there, because you need to go to a north wall to be able to do it. And the north wall was quite a couple steps up, so it's faster to just walk up and down on that spot. And I barely even killed that guy. Okay, so my kill count is now at 4. Preferably you would get triples until you're at 6 or 7 kills, then get doubles. So we're getting pretty decent RNG so far. I also leveled up so I can attack Ice Cap faster now. I think Jerry also adds 2 seconds to every enemy's attack, which is really annoying. We only kill Jerry if he's our last kill. Count is at 6. So I think a triple now and then all doubles would be optimal RNG. Okay, we got a double. So preferably we would get doubles starting from now. We're at 7. Need 6 more kills. It's just grinding for a couple minutes here. That's another double. That's good. Count is at 8. Grinding is really just the punishment you get for doing a genocide run. Yeah, that's another double. Count is at 9 now. We need 4 more kills. I think 2 triples would be good now. Yeah, 2 triples so we don't have to kill Jerry. That would be pretty decent, RNG. God, that's 1 triple. So that puts our count at 11. We'll be done after the next encounter. If we get another triple, we spare Jerry. If we get a double, we kill Jerry. I think I attacked Jerry. That's great. Because this game is well programmed and sometimes you just menu while dodging. Okay, so we need 1 more encounter. It's gonna take like 15 seconds-ish. We're just waiting here. There's not really anything I can say. I need 1 more. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's a double, so we're killing Jerry. That's a good way to demonstrate how tanky he is. He actually takes like 80 damage, I think. Fortunately though, he doesn't attack us. Jerry is just that one guy who thinks he has friends, but he really doesn't. Because everyone just hates him. Okay. He's dead now. So the Snowden music changed. That's an indicator that I counted correctly. Because it slowed down by a lot. I take that igloo there, because it's faster than walking normally. So we're gonna kill Papyrus here. So Papyrus actually thinks we wanna be friends with him. It's pretty sad. And that's a dead Papyrus. He wasn't expecting it. He thought we could be friends. And he's dead now. And now we can move on to the next area, Waterfall. That's actually pretty decent time. So in Waterfall, we're gonna meet Undyne. She is a fish. It is great. Okay, so she's just gonna stand here, pretending she will attack us, but she actually doesn't know we're here. So we're just waiting here. And she's just gonna leave. Bye. So here we meet Monster Kid. Monster Kid is just this annoying yellow creature that just stalks us everywhere. So normally you'd have to solve this puzzle, put 4 flowers in a row, but they have already been solved because this is genocide. We flee from Aaron because he takes 2 hits. We're also gonna flee from this Washawa coming up. Later on, we'll be able to kill Washawa in 1 hit. Because right now, we do not have the correct weapon to kill him in 1 hit. Aaron will still always take 2 hits. He has 100 HP. And the most we can hit him for is 92. So here, Dyne is gonna attack us. Just gonna manip these spears. If I hold down, the spears will go a little more down than they usually would. I hold up there, and he went above me. Okay, that was stupid. She kinda doesn't hit us here anymore. And then there's another cutscene. She thought that was us, but she actually got Monster Kit, so it's all good. We're safe. Monster Kid is just this happy little kid. He thinks everything is positive. No, I did not mean to interact with that, but it's fine. So right here, we're gonna go and get the belay shoes, but before we enter that room, we grind for 2 molt smalls. These do not count towards my kill count because they are not RNG based. My kill count for Waterfall is 11, rather than the game's kill count, which is, I think it's 18. So we get the belay shoes, equip them. And the belay shoes are actually different from the weapons we've had before. The weapon we had before both had 1 bar, and the belay shoes has 3, and it can actually get crits. You'll see that right about now. That's perfect RNG for this encounter, at least. So if we get a triple crit, we can do 92 damage, which is just barely too little to kill Aaron in 1 hit, unfortunately. So we're gonna kill Shiren here. Shiren is one of the enemies that can abort genocide if you flee from her. And now we're gonna get another part with Monster Kid. He's just gonna talk to us about things nobody cares about. There he's gonna look at the Echo Flower for some reason and talk again. In this next room coming up, I can actually hold up and down and right to move twice as fast as you usually would be able to, because this game is well programmed. I think it's because the hitboxes or the collision boxes there are so close together. So now Monster Kid is thinking of a way to get us up there, and he decides to let us hop on his shoulders. So here we get another Undying. Well, it's not really a cutscene. She's gonna attack us again, and we're gonna manip these spears as well. It's the same deal as before. If I hold up, the spears go up. You can see it a lot better in Spears 2. Right here, I'm holding up. The spirits are not below me at all. Wasn't holding up there. Spirits to the left, left again. So that's a way to never get hit by these spears. Okay, so that's about it for spears too. Also, for some reason, spears can spawn all the way down there. Because again, this is a well-programmed game. Now Undyne is just gonna make us fall down. Instead of killing us, she's just gonna let us fall down into the garbage dump. Now we're gonna get a flashback to something. This is actually a flashback to when the first fallen human fell down. For some reason, we have that in our memory. Now we're in the garbage dump now. I'm gonna attempt something called Jesus Frisk here. I didn't get it. We'll try again later. What it pretty much is if you go on a perfect diagonal off that platform, you can walk on the water. So here we're gonna go to Mad Dummy, except in Genocide he's not really very mad. He's actually glad. He gets so mad that he's actually a ghost in Dummy body. He's not really completely corporeal. But he gets so mad that he becomes corporeal and then we kill him. Die. So he doesn't count towards my count either. The next two encounters don't actually. This is always going to be a Temmie, and the one after that is always going to be a Molt Small plus Molt Big. So we can quick attack Temmie. So this encounter is not RNG based. We do need to get at least one crit on Molt Big though. Because if we don't, he doesn't die in one hit. Because I think he has 70 HP. So this is where RNG starts. My count was at 2. We need 11. That's pretty bad hit, but it doesn't matter. So Aaron does not die in one hit. But we kill him anyway. Great hit right there. Okay, so that puts us at 4. Preferably, I would get 2 doubles here and then move on to the next couple rooms. I'll explain why later. But that's the best encounter you can get here. This is actually a wash of a Molt Big. I hope I can crit this. Okay, thank you. Okay, so count is at 6. We need another double and then we can move on to the next grinding spot. Okay, so we're at 8 kills. We need 11. If we get 2 Temmies, that's like 30 seconds time loss. The chance of getting 2 Temmies is very low though. Okay, so we're gonna move on to this room. Mainly because it increases our step count without actually grinding, and we need to move here anyway. So we might as well just grind while walking. So we need to grind at the end of the room because it doesn't complete our step count. Okay, so that's another really good encounter. Preferably we would get a Temmie in the next room, and that would be really good RNG actually. Also, I didn't mention that before. Usually in a casual playthrough, there are mushrooms in that room. You can light those up to reveal the path, but we just walk in the dark. Because there's no use to actually lighting them up. Okay, so this is the final grinding spot. I'm gonna flee from this Aaron because we're done on kills anyway. Fleeing from Aaron does not abort genocide. So that's it for grinding a waterfall. Right now we're gonna talk to this echo flower, and it says behind you. And Undyne is gonna attack us again for the 50th time. Monster Kid comes to save us. Even though he doesn't really know he's coming to save us. He's just coming to watch Undyne fight someone. Not realizing she's fighting us. So if I count it incorrectly, a message will show up here. Let's hope I didn't. Okay, I counted correctly. I'm gonna heal up here. You don't have to actually have to save to heal. It does kind of imply that in the first save point, because it says full HP restored when you save. But you actually only have to interact with the save point. So now we're gonna fight Undyne. And Undyne is one of those bosses. She doesn't die in one hit. She just jumps in front of Monster Kid, but she doesn't actually die. Maybe I should mash properly. Might be a good idea. She is so determined that she dies and then like comes back as Undyne the Undying. And there's a thing called Undyne Quick Kill. I'm gonna see if I can get it. You just need really good hits to be able to get it. You pretty much need doubles all around and one triple on average. And really bad hits. You save like 10-15 seconds if you get the quick kill. Because it skips a really long attack. I'm not doing too well on hits right now. That's a double. Doesn't help though. So there's actually a safe spot here. You can just stand in between these spears and you won't get hit. Yeah, probably not gonna get the quick kill because I'm getting really bad hits. Yeah, that's even worse. That's better. Quick kill is probably dead already though, so it doesn't matter. That's a good hit. If only I could have gotten these hits earlier. Yeah, that's not a quick kill. I'm probably like 3 or 4 crits off. Yeah, I miss it by a lot. So if you get the quick kill, you should have died last turn and you skip this attack. At least we got no hit. That's something. And she died. So this is unskippable dialogue again. So now right now she's talking about Elphys actually evacuating everyone because there's a genocidal maniac around. She's just gonna melt. And that's the Undying fight. So right now, coming up is the only glitch in Genocide. It's not necessary to retry it if you fail it, but I kind of really want to show it off. So I'm gonna save beforehand, and if I fail it, I'll retry. It saves about 6 seconds. And yeah, I'll talk about that later. Okay, so right now I'm gonna save because I guess that why. So this is called early pan. I'm gonna attempt it here. If I fail it, I might retry it. I might not. Actually, let's not, because it's like things are broken. Okay, I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm not gonna retry. Cause that's just too much time. So what I was trying to do there, I was trying to interact with that bag of dog food while activating that cutscene at the same frame, and it wouldn't allow me to do an overflow, like a text overflow, and get the pan while interacting with the fridge. So I really normally you would a task if a task failed, which wouldn't really be a thing, but optimally you would go get the gun and cowboy hats if you fail early pan, but I suck at those, so I'm just gonna get the pan normally. It's about 4 seconds slower than getting the pan and gun, or hat and gun. So yeah, the pan is actually here, but with the glitch you can get it from the fridge. And I actually completely forgot to get the instant noodles. I kind of need those. Okay. I think I just lost like 30 seconds. This is great. I completely forgot to get the instant noodles, which is a healing item I'm gonna need at Sands. They heal you all the way up to full HP. And I'm not gonna attempt a no-heal Sands on a marathon. Nah, that's not worth it. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna take the risk for 64 HP instead of 92. I'm just gonna go back. It's fine. Because normally you would get those noodles while getting the pan, and since I failed early pan, I completely forgot to go get the noodles. Doesn't matter, it's a marathon. So I killed that pyro before. You usually don't kill that, so my count is actually at 1 instead of 19 for core. Okay, that makes it 3. You would normally never see any of these encounters, only the first Vulcan. So that just wasted like a minute. And I'm proud of myself. Doesn't matter. Let's just move on. Okay, so the lasers are already deactivated because it's genocide. Okay, so normally you'd have to solve 2 puzzles to the left and the right, but it's already solved. These are the Royal Guards. They die in 1 hit. They don't count towards my kill count. Wow, that's bad. Okay, so we're just gonna walk through Hotland. We have to walk across the first floor because we couldn't access the elevator before. We will be able to now though, and we're gonna skip pretty much all of Hotland and go to floor 3. Let's see if I can remember the path. I did it. Okay, so we're gonna kill Muffet here. Muffet is another boss that dies in one hit. Come on. So what I did there with like the weird movement was that's called JD slide, or as we like to call it, Pope slide. Just don't ask. It saves like 0.4 every time you do it. So sad as death coming up. I told you it wasn't sad as death. Okay, so we're gonna move on to core and grind for 19 kills, or actually I think it's like 32. Yeah, but I don't count like 9 of those. So normally, in any different ending, this elevator would be broken and you'd have to go through the entire core. But we just use the elevator because we can use it. So my RNG count doesn't start yet. RNG doesn't start until I think it's 9 encounters. So we're just gonna have to kill these. So that's Stigmatism, which is the first enemy I killed. That actually needs, I think with the pan it needs like 2 or 3 crits. That's actually kind of hard to kill, but I'm really good with the pan, so it's fine. I say that as I completely screw up the hit. The Stigmatism has 120 damage, and I think everything else, or at least Whimsalot and Final Froghead have 100 HP, I think. So RNG still hasn't started yet. I think it starts after the next encounter. Yeah, I think it's the next one. Yeah. Okay, actually quad crit that. You need a quad crit to kill Night Knight and Magic, which is, they are the enemies we just saw. And this is Magic. Quadded both of those. Nice. That's actually a pretty major time save to quad both of them. Because otherwise they take 2 hits. Okay, so this is where RNG starts. My count is already at 3 because I screwed up. So that's a double, puts us at 5. So I think the quads are like the pan crits, or I think they're actually frame perfect hits. I don't know if they are, they might have like a 2 frame window. I'm not too sure. Oh, missed it by a frame. That was a bad idea. He barely died. I intentionally screwed up that hit because I thought he would die, but he barely did. Okay, at least I quadded that. That puts the count at 7. I'm actually gonna go to the right side of the bridge to check if I'm still turning correctly, just in case. Because at save point it actually displays the game's kill count, so that's 9. It should be 9. But the game's kill count is different from mine. So I'm gonna have to do math in a marathon, it's great. That should be 11. Okay, so I'm gonna check what my count is. It should be 18. 15. Okay, so I was definitely counting incorrectly. So I actually need 8 more kills, which means... Actually, am I dumb? I might be. I need 8 more kills. Yeah, I'm probably dumb. So this means I need 7 more. So we actually had... Oh, now I quad him. That's great. Second hit does not matter at all. Okay. So that's 12. This puts us at 14. I'm actually gonna grind on the right side of the bridge, so I can check when I finish grinding, pretty much. This is, I think it's 14? Yeah, 14. Should be. So that should be 16. I'm gonna check one more time and then move on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's correct. So preferably we would get a triple here and finish grinding. But any double will do fine as well. As long as we don't get 2 singles. Okay, double, that's fine. That just means we need 1 more kill. So preferably we would get a single here and I would quad it. So I'm gonna move on to the next room. This is actually the grinding spot for the last kill. Because you need to move a little through the room and it increases your step count. So I need a single would be the best possible RNG here. I think it's a 16% chance, something like that. If it gets a double, that's fine. As long as it is a triple. Because a triple would mean 2 useless kills. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the bridge up here. And that actually has 7 scripted encounters. And it's faster to go through those than to grind through 7 encounters. So right here I'm hoping for quads, because this is a night magic. Nice, that's 1 quad. Let's hope I quad this one too. Yeah, I did it. Nice, okay. This is a triple. This is the last encounter we're gonna get this run. So if I counted correctly, which I definitely should have because I checked like 3 times, we should get in but nobody came encounter a couple rooms after leaving this one. I need to equip the belay shoes because the attack animation of the belay shoes is actually faster by like 10 frames. And it saves about 10 seconds during the Sans fight. It's a really significant time save. So now we're gonna kill Mettaton Neo. In any other ending, he would be Mettaton EX, but because it's genocide, he is Mettaton Neo. You'll see the attack animation is a lot faster now. And he's dead. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to what is called Flowey Tail. It's just a bunch of mashing for like 5 minutes. Also, we're getting to this amazing elevator here. It is actually the best elevator in the game. It only takes 20 seconds. So we're just waiting here for 20 seconds for this elevator to finish. So we're gonna move on to the next area here, which is called New Home, and it is actually Asgore's home, which is one of the bosses in the other categories or other endings, but we don't actually fight him in this ending. There's an elevator there which takes you to the end of New Home, but we can't use it because we haven't gone through New Home yet. Okay, so we're gonna move on. I'm gonna heal up in a second, heal in by interacting with the save point coming up. And Flowey is just gonna tell us about his life. And I actually mash differently for Flowey because it's programmed differently for some reason. You can actually, instead of mashing in a pattern, in a circle pattern, you can actually mash keys like crazy, and it's faster. You can also get a lot more text boxes per second than Flowey's Hill. So we need to get those keys to unlock this chain here. You'll see it says I unlocked the chain because our main character, Frisk, is actually being controlled by the first fallen human, who is actually dead. She's called Kara. I said she. People are gonna get triggered now because they are both gender neutral. Yes. Yeah, you'll see the mashing is a lot faster here than it is anywhere else. And it's also different. So yeah, Flowey is talking about how he became a flower and what he did as a flower. Because he has the power, just like we do, to reset. He has the power of determination. And he can reset the world and it's like nothing ever happened. But he can't do it right now because we have stronger determination. Okay, so now we're coming up on the Sans fight. I'm gonna save just in case. Shouldn't die, but you never know. This is actually the best part of the run. Or the best part of the genocide ending, not the best part of the run. And Sans is really hard casually. You'll see why. Sans is free in speedruns. So when we're blue, we actually get gravity instead of being able to move freely. I'm gonna be counting some attacks, so I know when to mash. So Sans actually has a special treat to his fights. It's called, he has Karma. When our HP is purple, it goes down slowly. And it becomes purple when you lose the yellow HP. Also one of the best songs in the game here. I didn't tell you, Sans is actually a 2D platformer, you know? Just because why not? I haven't fallen down into the bones yet, which I did in practice earlier today. So if I get in the right position on that attack, I can actually dodge the second half of it without actually dodging. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same here, if I'm on the left side of the platform, I can dodge like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. if I get hit here, I'll heal. If I don't, I'll go no heal. Okay, I'll go no heal because I only took 1 hit. It should be fine. Because right here you get a break, so you can actually heal. And it actually doesn't waste any time to heal. Because if you heal when he's actually attacking you, the fight takes an extra turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, you'll see in the second phase of the fight, Sans actually attacks you in the menu. He can't kill you in the menu, but he just attacks you. And he also has multiple attacks in one. So right here, I'm just holding all arrow keys to dodge this attack, because this is a well-coded game. And again, doing the same thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're almost coming up to his special attack, which he's already talking about now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, special attack coming up. Not yet. This is not a special attack. This is just the second to last attack. Yeah, this is That's Sans fight. His special attack is coming up now, but his special attack is literally nothing, so nothing to worry about. We can't die here, by the way. That's a Sans fight. So right now we're pretty much gonna have to wait for like 2-3 minutes while Sans goes to sleep. Because we want to be able to push this box we're in fighting him, but as you can see, if I go to the left, he teleports us back to the middle. So I really can't do anything. So I just have to mash through this unskippable dialogue. It's just explaining him how his special attack is literally nothing. Yep. It's his turn until eternity. And now he just waits. Also, I would like to point out that he is a skeleton and he's actually sweaty. Yeah, we're just waiting here. Okay, I think this is the last part of dialogue. No, there's no more after this. Okay, this should be the last part of dialogue, and then we're gonna wait for him to go to sleep. Okay, so he's gonna slowly close his eyes and go to sleep. We can do nothing right now. If I go to the left, he actually like completely resets his eyes, and we need to wait for longer. So he's almost asleep. There's like 2 more sprites to go through, I think. Yeah, okay. If he closes his eyes a little more, he's sleeping. Okay. We just moved the battle box right there. Nothing special to see here. And we're gonna fight him like this. dead. Yes. Also, that is not blood, that's just ketchup. That's just ketchup. Nothing to worry about on a skeleton. And he's gonna go to Grubby's, which is actually like a hamburger thing, whatever. And that's Sans. So now we're gonna go to the end of the genocide ending. Not nearly the end of the run though. We still have like a good hour and 45 minutes to go. So right here we meet Asgore. Asgore is also a boss, and like I said before, but we don't fight him in genocide. He just dies. Also, there is nothing we can do anymore. We're being controlled by Kara again, and she just kills everything for us. And Flowey comes well and helps us kill him, I guess. And Flowey is just pretending to help us, but he's really trying to save himself. And we're just gonna brutally murder him. Nothing special. Because I actually didn't have to match through most of that dialogue, but I do have to match through this. Okay, now Kara appears. Kara is actually dead, but she can appear somehow. We're probably just hallucinating or something. So this is all unskippable dialogue. It said I am Snaz, but it actually it's actually just Kara is just the general name of the character, but the player names the character. Yes, she is actually Snaz. So yeah, we're just mashing through this for like another minute and a half, I think. So, coming up, we're actually gonna have Kara erase the world. Like, completely erase the world for some reason. Then she's gonna kill us. And then we actually have to wait for 10 minutes on a black screen. Because for us to, acquire another ending, or, like, replay the game at all, we have to sell our soul to Kara, and for that we have to wait for 10 minutes. So she just erased the world. And this is gonna look weird on stream. Okay, usually it goes out of full screen and just does that, yeah. The game is gonna crash itself. I'm gonna reopen the game and there's a black screen. And that's where Quirk comes in.
Basically, the category that I'm playing is heading out, meaning that I get at random In this case, 50 different puzzles. For the normal speedrun, we would either set this to either 10 or 99 puzzles, which are the two main categories for this game. But that'd take a little bit longer than 10 minutes, and I think Kara only takes like 10 minutes to take our soul anyway. So, we decided to go with 50 RMS, which is a bit shorter, but, it gets the point across. So the idea of Quirk is just, we get a couple, we finish puzzles, and the goal is to or at least if we consider the story of the game, which is actually never even told in the game itself, that we're trying to save our girlfriend, Tammy Tomato, from the sewers where, she somehow got stuck in here or something. That's pretty much it. There's not really much of a story to it. Now, the cool thing about the speedrun in particular is that, we're doing 50 RMS, but this counts even more for the 100 or for the 99 RMS category. That there aren't this many puzzles in the game. We'll start seeing repeats soon enough. Now, as I'm running this, I want to make a quick mention of the guy that actually got me to run this game. I think he's in chat right now. Not too long ago, Mr. Mean Mustache, he mostly runs Mario, but he ran Quirk as well. They were looking for some meme game they could run and they could make a leaderboard off, and then he found Quirk. He posted it as a meme in Discord, and we figured, hey, we might as well seriously start speedrunning this, because it seems like fun. So yeah, now a couple months later, we're doing this at BSG while we wait for somebody to take a soul. That's an interesting turn of events, I'll say that much. So Xander, now that we're here anyway, how did you feel about that Geno run?
I feel kinda dead inside.
Dead inside?
Yeah.
Oh, that's we might want to do something about that.
I know, might be because she's taking my soul, I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine taking your soul. Does it hurt?
No.
It doesn't hurt. Okay, well, it's good to know. It's good to know. Hold on, let me actually do these puzzles properly while we're at it. So with about 20 of these puzzles done, I'm expecting we'll start seeing the first couple repeats very soon. There is about 25 different puzzles in the game, so usually around the 25 mark in this case, we should start seeing the first repeats show up. Okay, what am I doing? There we go. Not sure why I choked there for a second, but it's fine. So yeah, we actually ran this as a backup run last BSG because we were ahead and we managed to break record there. That was something else. But yeah, the game consists of 3 different game modes, and each with their own difficulty. The main one for this run is just heading out. Going up, however, is also run pretty often. The difference is in going up, the puzzles are completely set, so you knew exactly what to expect with each of the puzzles. The downside is that it becomes a completely 100% execution run at that point, which is actually surprisingly difficult to pull off. The easy one, not so much, but once you start looking for hard or normal mode, that's something else. So yeah, we're about 4 minutes into the run, or about halfway. How is the taking the soul coming along anyway?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Oh, that could be rough.
I don't know. I'm not doing it, so how should I know?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm surprised we haven't actually seen a lot of repeats yet. We're about to hit, that point where we've seen every single puzzle in the game. Guess there were more than 25. I always thought it was like 25, 30, something along those lines, but I might be slightly off there. Regardless, since we need to wait anyway, I guess this might as well. Go. 20 puzzles left, guys. See, there is a repeat. There we go. So yeah, when running the 99 RMS category in particular, you just start seeing repeats all over the place, which is really interesting because, you're just doing the same puzzles every single time. It's also what makes this speedrun as easy as it is to learn. Like, anybody can pick up this game in a matter of hours, and you can get pretty good in like an hour and a half or something. And with that being said, I would strongly implore you guys to pick up this ultimate meme game. It's a very good speedrun, clearly. Just a tomato running through some maze, I guess. 15 puzzles left, so we're starting to near the end. See, more repeats. Now the programmers of the game, they were kind of smart in that, you know, they mixed it up a little bit. Sometimes instead of, sometimes they just put the same puzzle upside down, because that makes it a different puzzle, obviously. With some of the rotating puzzles, that can be a little tricky, but some of them it really doesn't make a difference, and you wouldn't even notice the fact that it's turned around. Because, you know, it seems like good programming, right? Instead of making more puzzles, we just make the puzzles look slightly different. Coming up on the final 10 RMS. So yeah, the world record for 10 RMS is like a 128 at this point, and for 99 is just over 16 minutes. So, as you might be able to imagine, neither of those would have properly fit during this time where the soul gets taken. So we're coming up on the last couple puzzles, and I think Kara should be about done at this point, don't you think?
Yeah, I think she's almost done.
That's probably good, because I really can't say anything else about this game. It's there's not much to it really, just solving puzzles. Okay, so for this particular game, timing actually just goes by in-game time, so that, you know, we still have that timer on screen, even though the Undertale timer is still running. Works out really nicely. Didn't really need that second timer. Ideally, I wanted to finish under like 8.5 minutes, so that should be fine. If we had kept this up, we would have been pretty close to record for 99, so good stuff. So yeah, that was Quirk. I guess I'll give it back to Xander for Undertale. Should be like maybe a minute left
like
or
that.
something. Shouldn't be much
I
anymore.
didn't see what time I was I erased the world, so I guess we'll just wait and not know when text is gonna appear. So we're
soon, guys.
Yeah.
Soon.
We're still just waiting for some text to appear. This is a great wait. It should be less than a minute left by now. I didn't see at all when I restarted the game, so I have no clue. Oh yeah, that's literally what we have to do. Just wait for 10 minutes on a black screen for Kara to take our soul. It's great. And that's also where the soulless pacifist name, the name of the category comes in. Because we're gonna do a pacifist run after this without having a soul. And the ending of that is gonna be different. Okay, so there's the text. We're gonna sell our soul now. We'll pretty much just give it to her. So yeah, we're gonna be mashing here for like 20 more seconds-ish. So And now she's asking us to give her our soul. Which we just did. And then now she's gonna crash the game again. Which is also great. Where things are happening. I cannot see. Okay, there. So now everything's fine again. We can do another run. We're gonna do a pacifist run now. Can I please actually see anything on my screen? There we go. So, of course, optimally, we would pick a one-letter name again because it's faster to put that in. And it also saves some time on unskippable dialogue. So we're back at Flowey again. This time we're gonna do a pacifist run, which means we don't kill anything at all. Other than the genocide run, we killed everything there. I think Flowey's gonna fail to kill us again. He never learns. He does this every single time. Also, I didn't mention this before, but when he surrounds you in what he calls friendliness pellets, you can actually hold left and down, and it saves like half a second because his hitboxes are not handled properly in that fight. There, Turtle is gonna take us through the ruins again. Pretty much the same deal. Again, flip the switches. We're gonna be talking to the dummy again. And this time we're actually gonna flee from the frog instead of killing it. And, we're gonna walk over the spikes. So in Pacifist, the ruins is also RNG based. In a different way than Genocide though. In Genocide, you want specific encounters. But in Pacifist, you don't want any encounters. Which is possible, but it's hard. So we're waiting for this 25-second long hallway again. Isn't it great? Okay, so we're back at the pillar. That was great mashing. Okay, so preferably we wouldn't get an encounter here. We actually got it extremely early, and it was a Frogget as well. If I get an encounter, I would prefer it to be a Whimsun, because you can spare those, and it's like 1.5 seconds faster. This mashing is really bad right now. So it's actually forced to get an encounter in this room. You can't avoid it. So I'm gonna try to do the diagonal leaf path again. Okay, I didn't fail it. We're good. So let's try to get rock skip here. Actually failed the normal rock skip. You can get an encounter in this room at the same time as you interact with the rock, and you can just encounter... You can mash through the rock's text while in the battle. So I'm gonna have to be careful on the after look here. Because if I screw up the menuing, the fight actually becomes unfinishable. It doesn't just yet, but if you screw up the last turn, it does. Because I'm gonna be careful on my menuing next turn. I can't actually mash this away. Okay. So it's possible to get an encounter in this room. Let's see if we get it. Let's hope we don't get it. Okay, didn't encounter. I'm gonna have to go down here, press the switch again. You know the deal. You know how it works by now. We can also encounter here. Let's hope we don't. Okay, didn't encounter. Decent RNG so far. I'm gonna have to flip the switches. It's very rare to get an encounter in that room. Same with this room. We actually encountered. That's really rare in that room. Okay, it's very common to encounter here, so I will not be surprised if we encounter. Okay, 2 encounters in the second half. That's pretty decent. That's about average. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to Toril again. And we're actually gonna spare her this time and not brutally murder her. Maybe I should not interact with the tree. So we can actually get a butterscotch pie in this room. We're actually gonna get it too, because it saves time in pacifist. I need to go to sleep first. So again, we talk tutorial, except we only have to make a choice twice here in this dialogue. Because usually if you don't get the pie, the first dialogue is about you need that she bakes a pie for you. But we got it, so she doesn't say that. So again, she's gonna try and destroy the exit of the ruins. And we're actually gonna fight her this time. Maybe I should actually walk into the trigger? Okay. So we're gonna spare her. You'll see we can't actually spare her. But we do it anyway, because it's the fastest thing you can do. So, preferably we would get hands in this fight. Or, like, it's what we call hands. Getting pretty good RNG. You want 6 hands optimally. We've gotten, I think, 3 in 6 attacks. The fight is 12 attacks. All hands are a 40% chance. Okay, so that's 8 attacks. We need 1 more hand. And then that's good RNG. Okay, so I can run into anything now and end the attack. The reason we run into it is because it ends the attack immediately. And of course saves time. I think every hand you don't get is a, like, 6-second loss, something like that. Okay, so we finished the fight with optimal RNG. That's nice to have. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna actually leave the ruins now. It's time for a donation in a second. Okay, so she's gonna hug us and then just leave and be nowhere to be seen. Okay, you can read the donation now.
Okay, we just got a $30 donation from Psychic saying, round it to $300. Let's go, boys. Save the frame. Hashtag no hug. And with that, no hug actually is taking the lead by about $5. So if you want to see that goat hug, better get those donations in quick.
It's getting intense. Okay, flowers. Oh, let's not do that. Let's not eat the pie. Yeah, I pressed control by accident and opened my menu, and I almost ate the pie. That would have been really bad. It would actually have been, I think, like a 30-second loss. So again, we get this. Okay, we're gonna go through the creepy hallway with Sans again, because why not? I don't know why I'm mashing. Okay, so again, we're gonna get pranked by Sans again, because I don't know why. We will. Okay, so this time, the conversation with Sans and Paparis is actually a lot longer than in Genocide. There's also a lot different. Of course, they're completely different endings. And we fell for it again, even though we literally knew he was gonna prank us. We're actually gonna hide behind the conveniently shaped lamp this time. Okay, my mashing is really bad right now, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm actually gonna heal here because in Genocide, Tori will put you back to full HP. but we were at 2 HP now, so let's not. Okay. Great menuing. That was actually optimal. Yes. Let's just say it was RNG manip, even though it wasn't. So I left the pie in the box there. We'll get it out later when we get another item. Okay, so let's see if we can get a phone call here. It's actually possible. There's a 10% chance you get a phone call in that room, but we didn't get it. So we throw the stick at Doggo. Don't run into the attack, because if we do, we can't spare him. Okay, so that's Doggo. That's a really fast fight. Most dog fights are really fast in pacifist and neutral. Okay, so this is where we actually see the invisible electricity maze. Tavares is gonna put this orb on our head so we can actually get hit by it, but he just shows the path while doing that. He's really smart. Okay, so again, the crossword puzzle, we just passed it again. So in Genocide, we didn't have to go here, because this puzzle had already been solved. But there's actually a switch we need to press there, so the spikes go down right there. So we fight Dogami and Dogoressa again. We throw a stick at them and then spare them. Let's see if we can get the quick attack and save a whole second. Okay, they gave us a quick attack. So we need to solve the puzzles this time. We just make every X into an O, and it solves the puzzle. So right here for this puzzle, we actually... Normally you would just actually solve it, but we just press the switch in the tree, and it gets solved automatically. That was a really hard puzzle, you know? That puzzle was extremely hard. Because right here, Paparis has this colored tile puzzle. Really slow mashing, but we actually tell him we don't understand his instructions, so he doesn't activate it, and we save about 10 seconds. And that was really bad mashing. Okay, so this is called Ice Puzzle Skip. Let's see if I can actually get it. Okay, I got it. We just skipped past that completely. Normally, you'd be standing still there. It's also possible for the game to just screw you and send you downwards, even though you pressed left and right and down on the same frame. So what I just did there, I just got into the right position. It's pixel perfect, and I pressed right and down on the same frame, and you can do that. Go in a perfect diagonal. So this is Greater Doc. We throw the stick at him. He actually gave us a skip. That's nice. Okay, same thing here. We just talk to them again. You've seen this. There's nothing new here. You can do your donation.
Okay, we have a $6 donation from Rico saying, I need goat hugs in my life. And that puts hugging the goat in the lead again, but only very marginally so, with I believe a difference of $1.30.
Okay, so we're gonna go through Igloo again. You've seen this. Next up is actually the Papyrus fight. Papyrus is actually a really hard fight. I don't know if I've ever beaten it. Let's see if I can beat it this time. Oh, that's really bad mashing. Okay, that's fine. We throw a stick at Papyrus, because why not? Yeah, I actually have no idea how to beat this fight. Like, it's really hard. How did I not get hit? I really don't know what to do. Like, seriously though, we just died to Papyrus because it's actually about 45 seconds faster than actually finishing the fight. Because if you die to him 3 times, he just lets you go. Okay, so we fight him again. So this time we spare him. I was throwing the stick before, because if you spare him on the first fight, he actually does a slow attack. For some reason, if you throw the stick, he doesn't. And that's fight 2. 1 more to go. Okay. We're gonna fight 1 more time, and then we'll just leave him be. Actually, we won't, because we'll date him in a second. Yeah, I really have no idea how to beat this fight, you know? I know what to do. Maybe I should press up. Okay, that doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, I actually have no idea. Okay, it seems like I died again. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to Papyrus. We fought him for 3 times. So now he asks us if we want to fight him again, and we just say no. Okay, let's see. Let's not screw up the menuing. Let's try. Okay, I did it. So now he just lets us pass, and I think we beat him. Yep, he does that. Just don't mind him. Yeah, we're gonna date him now, because why not? We actually have to date him to get the true pacifist ending. Now he's gonna take us to a really cool place in Snowden Town. He said he was gonna take us to like this cool place in Snowden Town, and then he took us to his house. So I press C here to open up the dating heads-up display. He's just getting startled by all these compliments. He just put on his dating outfit. Okay, I'm gonna try to do something called spaghetti skip. I don't know if I'll get it. Okay, yeah, I got it. So it's actually about like 1 or 2 seconds faster to say refuse to eat the spaghetti, because if you eat it, it actually shows some unskippable dialogue. But it is really hard to do if you don't mash slowly. This is some unskippable dialogue. Okay, so that's a Papyrus date. Now we're gonna move on to Waterfall. And the run is really gonna start in about 5 minutes. And so we just walk past this again. And this time Waterfall is not completely empty like it was in Genocide. There's actually people now. Okay. So again, Undyne is gonna stare at us, but Papyrus is here this time because we didn't kill him. So yeah, same thing as here as what happened in Genocide. She's gonna stare at us and just leave us be. You know, nothing's going on here. Okay. So this time we actually have to solve the puzzle. And let's see if I can actually not screw it up. Come on. So we flee from Aaron again. So let's not screw up this puzzle. This is really annoying if we screw it up. It's also pretty easy to screw up, but I didn't screw it up. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna encounter Washoe again. We just flee from it. We flee from everything here. All of these encounters are all scripted. Also, the hitbox here is really good, as you can tell. Totally not walking below the thing. So we get to these spheres again, it's the same as we did in Genocide. So again, I'm manipulating the spheres to go down. Or at least to not point at me. I almost got hit by that one. Okay, so we're good. I guess I'll start explaining about what actually makes the run good. So, when we leave this room, we're actually going to get an item, the punch card, which is an item we get with when we buy an ice cream. The punch card is just an item. If you have 3 punch cards, you get a free ice cream. And the punch card actually allows us to skip most cutscenes. We just open the punch card while on the trigger for the cutscene, and we can just skip it completely. You can read the donation.
We have a $1.31 donation from Goatwing Duck saying, I am the shadow that donate in the afternoon. I am the annoying 1 penny that keeps you away from getting a big goat hug. I am Saitowing Duck. Not hugging the goat takes the lead by 1 penny.
That's great. Okay, so we get an ice cream. Punch card is in this box. I'm gonna organize my inventory, then immediately do a glitch. Just like that. That's not what I meant to do. Let's do that again. There we go. And we can do an overflow wrong warp here if I do it properly. Okay, I did it. So that wrong warp saves about a second. So yeah, that's an example of what the punch card can do. So we get mole smalls here, or we don't. Why did I get? Oh, at first. I'm not used to doing that wrong warp because I've only been I only started to do that wrong warp recently. So I got the mole smalls later in the room, so I was kind of confused. This is onion sand skip. You can soft lock on it if you do it too slowly. That's why I saved before. Onion sand skip saves about 10 seconds. I'm gonna do a wrong warp here if I'm actually on the right pixel. There we go. So we're gonna move on through here again. So yeah, this is where the run really starts. Gonna do another skip here. I'm gonna take safety measures on it though, because I don't want to soft lock, you know. So I actually opened the punch card twice there. If you open it once and you mash away that dialogue immediately, you can actually soft lock. So usually you would mash it away when we get to that dialogue there. But I just wanted to do it early, just in case. This is another skip. Mash it away there so I don't have to mash it away here. Again, I'm holding up and down to move faster here. I'm gonna do a wrong warp after this room. Just gonna go back and wrong warp. So I'm gonna overflow Monster Kid here so I can actually gain movement while he puts me on his shoulders. There we go. I'm gonna save. Saving is literally impossible. Because now we're gonna do Spears 2 skip. Let's see if I can actually get it and not close my menu on the trigger for it. There we go. And that just saves about 10-12 seconds. We're gonna be manipulating Spears again, just like we did in Genocide. That's Spears too. Undyne is gonna do the same thing as she did in Genocide. She's just gonna, instead of just hitting us like as she could easily do, I won't pay attention there. She's just gonna have us fall down into the garbage dump, just like that. And again, we get this unskippable dialogue. Okay, so now we're coming up on the Mad Dummy fights. In Genocide, he was a Glad Dummy, but he isn't Glad anymore. And that's what I was talking about with Jesus Frisk. We're just walking on the water because I went off that platform on a perfect diagonal. So we're coming up on the dummy fights. I'm gonna try to 5-cycle him. So he just encounter. You can read the donation when phase 2 starts. So we spare a dummy, because it's the fastest way to do anything. It doesn't really matter what option you choose here. So I take an intentional hit here, because if I did not take that hit and I hit all my bullets, I actually get a different attack than the attack I want. Okay, so I need to go slightly to the right there. I can actually hit him. This should be a 5-cycle, pretty much. Yeah, that was actually a really good fight. Really good. I got it there. That's fine, though. This is a 5-cycle. So we need to hit the dummy to actually advance the fight. That's a 5-cycle. So now we get to phase 2, where he shoots rockets. And we don't have to actually have to hit him with those. We can just dodge. You can read the donation now.
We actually have 2 donations. First off, we have a $1.99 donation from Zita saying, "Hug that goat." And just now, we got a $10 donation from Jasper saying, "Recult, keep your goat love to yourself." And with that, the lead for not hugging the goat is actually increasing to, I believe, 8 or like 7.98, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, something around that.
So yeah, keep the donations coming, boys.
Okay, so that was phase 2. Nothing special there. I actually like to try and not hit the dummy with phase 2, just because you don't have to hit him, so why would I bother? And that he said he has knives, but he actually has 1 knife. So yeah, that's a dummy fight. Napsulug is actually gonna come save us by crying. Okay, so yeah, Napsulug is just coming to save us. He doesn't really know he's saving us, but because he was just crying, but he saved us. So there's a skip you can do in this next room, but I'm not gonna do it because you can't save if you do. Because you can skip that little part of dialogue there. But I'd rather take safety measures and save. Okay. So I didn't know another wrong warp there. I'm gonna do an overflow wrong warp here. Overflow wrong warps are actually if you close a text box while transitioning the room, you can wrong warp. Because this is a well-programmed game. Also, if you use a punch card while transitioning a room, it messes with your room value or whatever, so the game doesn't know where to put you, so it just puts you in the default debug position. Okay, so now we're getting back to Undyne. She's gonna talk to us again and try to fight us. But she will fail. Miserably. So yeah, again, Monster Kid is gonna save us. Okay. So I'm gonna do another wrong warp leaving this room. That wrong warp is actually a really big time save. It saves like 5 seconds, maybe more. Another wrong warp here. And this is bridge skip. So that's bridge skip right there. It saves about 20 seconds. And, okay, that's not good. That's fine, though. What I was trying to do there is called Undyne. I need to punch card 2 triggers, then do a wrong warp extremely quickly. I don't like to show that off, because I feel it last BSG as well. But it's fine. It's fine. It saves about 20 seconds over what I'm doing now. Like, I might as well save then. Yo, nice. Eating the pie percent. I guess I'll lose, like, I ate the pie by accident. I was not supposed to do that, but I guess I'll lose, like, 40 seconds throughout the rest of the run then. If you eat the pie at Asgore, it increases, or it lowers his attack and defense, which means we can do more damage. And also saves 2 turns on the final boss. So I'm challenging Undyne here. Because the bullets get faster if I do. Maybe I should actually dodge. So I'm sparing now, because she doesn't care if you challenge after 4 times. So I waited under that W there, so I can one-cycle her. If you go too far or not far enough, you get hit. She catches up with you twice. I'm gonna do collapsing skip here. Come on. Okay, there. That saves about 40 seconds, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna do lap skip here. Most skips, you can actually just overflow. Or if there is an object that has dialogue, you can overflow it like that and mash away the text on the cutscene and you'll skip the cutscene. So now, unlike Genocide, Alpha is gonna call us 10 million times. We're gonna flee from Vulcan here. In neutral, we would kill Vulcan, but we don't in Genocide. So coming up is another skip. I'm gonna go out of bounds here, and then get the pan. Just like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go do an overflow on this pan so I can get the stained apron. That saves about 5 seconds. That's not good. There we go. You can read the donation.
Okay, we actually have 2 donations. First off, we have a $10 donation from Dutch J saying, "Goats are the goat, they deserve to be hugged." Shoutouts to my boy Reek for being a master goat wrangler. And we also have a $1.39 donation from OCD Wing Duck saying, "I am the OCD trip that you get in the afternoon. I'm the OCD friendly donation total. I am OCD Wing Duck." My donation tracker is actually not loading right now, so I cannot tell you the difference right now, but I'll put that in chat in just a second.
So I barely got that skip, or barely got the early cycle on it. And if you're fast enough in that room, oh, what am I doing? You can do that skip early. So I actually had to open the punch card twice on this skip. So I actually can skip this jetpack part, because this saves about a minute actually. Because normally you would just go through a cooking show cutscene and then go through a jetpack cutscene, but if we open the punch card twice, we can skip both of those. This does mean though, if I do this jetpack skip, I cannot open my menu at all. I'm pressing C and controller now, nothing is happening. And that means we need to go back to the start of Hotlands, because when we enter this room, there is a trigger that gives us our menu back. So we can just get it back like that. Let's save. So I'm doing a couple wrong warps here. That's not good. There we go. So that that elevator is actually like a 7-second time save. I'm at the bottom of the room here to skip some phone calls and status updates. So right here is a great glitch. Volume warning, by the way. This is called triple switch glitch. What it does, if you're normally not able to hit that third switch, so if you manage to hit it, the game actually generates a phone call every frame. Yeah, that's guard skip. That saves a couple minutes, I think. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was counting steps there. So I actually have a visual cue for this skip. So right here, I'm gonna wait here, wait for Mettaton to talk, and go out of bounds. This was discovered like a week ago. It saves about a second over just leaving the room normally. But if you go onto the vent early or late, you actually soft lock. So we got a Gaster follower there. That's actually a 1 in 100 chance. That's really rare. Nice to get that in a marathon. So again, we're going back to Start Hotlands to get our menu back. You can read the donation.
Okay, we just got a $3.01 donation from Zeta saying, "Reek, this is for you, dude. Let's all hug the goat." And with that, hugging takes a $3.06 lead.
Nice. Okay, so now we're coming up on north-south skip. Usually you would solve puzzles to the up and down. This saves about 1.5 minutes. We're gonna go out of bounds twice by opening and closing the punch card frame perfectly. Okay. So what I do there, I open the punch card on the trigger, and exactly 6 frames later I close it. If you close it too late, you actually can't progress, and you need to go back, try again. If you close it too early, it doesn't actually close. So it's really tight. So this is Muffet skip. Again, Pope's light there. I skip the muffin fight completely. This actually saves like 5 minutes, I think. And again, we do an overflow wrong work with this text box because we might as well keep it up. Play skip right here. This also saves a couple minutes. Yeah, the punch card really saves about 20-30 minutes over the course of the entire run. So again, I don't have my menu. I need to get some text at the entrance of core before I go back though. Because if I don't, left floor 3 will not show up in the elevator, and I won't be able to move on. Or well, I will be able to move on, but I would have to go back to left floor 3 and go all the way back before Muffet, which is not what we want. You can read a donation.
We just got a $2.10 donation from Adrian Monkwing Duck saying, "It's not that I'm triggered because of the donation total right now. I just donate because this is for a good cause. It's not because I have OCD." And with that, Hugging is still very slightly in the lead with a 96-cent lead right now.
This is great. Okay, so we're gonna go to core now. I'm gonna save in this hotel, just in case. Yeah, this time we're actually gonna enter the core. I'm gonna do magic skip here. This saves like 15 seconds. If you don't get that, you can just throw the stick at magic and either throw the stick at magic and be able to spare him instantly, or rip the punch card and kill the run. Either of those will work. Here Alpha tells us to go up, but we don't go up. I'm gonna do a wrong warp here. You can skip that trigger, but I'm gonna skip this second trigger for this. I think this is a trigger. I'm not sure. No, it's not. Okay, this is it. Okay, so this allows me to do a wrong warp here. Okay, I felt a wrong warp, but that's fine. If you skip that first trigger, you can't do the wrong warp because you soft lock if you match that away. You can read the donation.
We just got another $5 donation from Jasper saying, "Save the frames, goats are evil." And with that, Not Hugging takes the lead by $4.04.
Okay, we're gonna go on to Metaton here. We're gonna encounter an astigmatism first though, and the reason I didn't equip the apron when I got the pan and the apron is because there's a chance you can't flee from anything if you have the apron equipped. So let's not have it equipped. No, let's not do that. And we just skip the Metaton fight completely. I think that saves like 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do not know where the trigger for this is because my movement was wrong. Okay, so we can skip this elevator here in neutral. But if you do in pacifist, you can actually you actually just soft lock and you can't finish the run anymore. Okay, that's long elevator skip. That saves about 20 seconds. I did wrong or blind there. So yeah, now we're gonna go through New Home. But instead of Flowey Tail, we now have Monster Tail, which is a great part of the run. It is just unskippable lore, and it takes about 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go right first. We can skip 2 out of the like 20 encounters though. We can skip 2. Yeah, Flowey Tail was skippable or mashable. This isn't. I'm gonna do Maglor skip here. Overflow the key. Oh, that's not good. Overflow the key and mash it away on when I encounter, and then leave the room, and we skip that encounter. Unfortunately, Maglor skip does not skip its creator, Maglor. Such a shame. So yeah, this is just all lore. It's not important for speedruns at all. Gonna do a wrong warp here. That's not the good position. That might still not be good. No. Great wrong warp. Great. So yeah, this is just all talking about Kara. Pretty much Kara and Azrael. So I'm gonna do a wrong warp into the next room to skip one encounter. We just wrong warp past it. Okay. So you can actually soft lock on wrong warps if you don't mash away the punch card fast enough. Okay, so this is just all just waiting and mashing. There's nothing I can do right now. I think there's like 8 to 10 encounters left. This is the reason I put Resonant Sleeper as the image on my split for this. I think we're almost done. I think we're halfway through this room. There's like 5 left? Something like that. About 5. I think there's 2 left. Yeah, this is probably the second to last one. Yeah, this is the last encounter. We're coming up in Judgment Skip here. I'm gonna save before I do it. I think this saves like 30 seconds. 4, 5, 20 pillars. Okay, I got it. We just skip that completely, wait for sand to appear, and I can start holding up because there's pillars in the way if I start holding up early. No, I wasn't in the right position for that wrong warp. Let's go. Time for the Asgore fight. Time to suck. Yeah, for Asgore, same as Undying the Undying, we want quad crits. An optimal Asgore would be, for passive it would be 10 turns, for neutral it would be 9, but you would need all quads for that. So normally, if I wasn't an idiot, you'd have the pie in this fight, but I actually ate it by accident. So I'm gonna have to deal without eating the pie, but it's fine. That's 1 quad. So yeah, you would do like 30 more damage if you had the pie. You can read a donation.
We have a $5 donation from Zita saying, "Kill the frames, hug the goat." And with that, hugging the goat takes the lead again with 96 cent difference.
Nice. You're doing pretty badly on Asgore here, but I mean, it's Marathon, what do you expect? So yeah, there is RNG involved in Asgore, but it is actually just still pure skill. There's an RNG in what pattern you get, but you can quad every pattern, so it's fine. There we go, that's the second quad. I would like to get like 4 or 5 quads, and that would be decent for a marathon. Typically I get like 6 to 7 quads. Missing the Maya frame. I think I've gotten 4 so far. That's fine. I think it's still possible to make this into an 11 turn. 6. If I quad either this hit or the next one, I think I get an 11 turn. Or like 12 turn for TPE, probably something like that. Okay, so that's actually a really good marathon Asgore fight. I got 7 quads, maybe 8. Nice, 8 quads, even though the last one did not matter. That's really good. So this is the same as Flowey Tail. I can mash like this. Okay, and we kill Asgore. Even though this is true pacifist run, we can kill Asgore because later we reload our save, and it's like we never killed him. So now, there is another boss fight coming up. This is actually one of the easiest boss fights in the game, even though it doesn't quite look like it. So Flowey's gonna crash the game here. I'm gonna have to reload. And we're gonna fight Flowey because he is now some kind of god. Okay, please open up, thank you. I cannot mash this away yet. Interact with the save points, and we can't do anything. So now we get like a minute and a half of unskippable dialogue, and then we're gonna fight Flowey. Flowey is, for speedruns, it's an auto-scroller. It is actually a joke. It might look really hard, but it's so easy. You can actually just sit there for most of the fight and do nothing, and you'll survive. Yeah, for reference, you need to take 14 hits to Flowey to actually die. And you get healing after every like 30 seconds. Okay, he's almost done talking. Okay, yeah. He's pretty much dumb. Yeah, not dumb, done. Okay. And now the fight is gonna start. He absorbed the 6 human souls. So he is now a godlike creature. But we still beat him really easily. Get ready for Photoshop Flowey. Okay, so we just, this is pretty much just survive, is what this fight is. And surviving is really easy. Hitting the fight button in these first few phases doesn't really matter at all until the last phase. That's the only phase where hitting fight makes a difference. You can read a donation now.
Okay, we just got a $1.66 donation from Jasper saying, "Guess I'm eating noodles for the rest of the month. Student life hype." And with that, Not Hugging takes the lead once more with 70 cents.
Okay, so in these soul phases, as you can call them, you can't actually die. And it's faster to not dodge them, because we need to hit the axe button to finish the phase. Also, if the knives go left, the axe button is on the left, and if they go right, the axe button is on the right. hitting the fight button, but I do it anyway. Okay, I know hit that phase. I guess that's something. So yeah, all of these phases, these soul phases, actually represent the humans that came before us. That's also the items we're getting. That's also who we're getting all of our items from. Mostly from the fallen humans. I actually don't need to heal anymore, I'm full HP. So yeah, the first one resembled a knife. I think that's a toy knife. The second one resembled the tough love. And I think the next one's the Balacious. Yeah, it is. So we just stand here and mash for the act button. It is possible to miss this act button if you're dumb, and you're not on the top. But this is fine. So for the next soul phase, there's RNG involved. The act button can be on the left or the right, and you need to just choose and hope for on the right side. You can read the donation.
Okay, we just got another $6 donation from Rico saying, have fun eating noodles for the rest of your life. And with that, Hugging the Goat takes the lead with a $5.20 lead. I also quickly want to mention that we are currently only $26 away from our total of last BSG, so keep it up, guys.
So yeah, here there is RNG involved. The act button can be on the left or the right. There's no way to see where it's gonna be, and you just need to guess and hope. I'm gonna hope for right, see if I'm right. Yeah, I am. Okay. I think there's also runners that just sit in the middle and see what side they're on. But it's probably, of course, it's more efficient to just sit there. You will lose more time if it's on the wrong side, though. And it's not really a big deal anyway. Okay, so that phase actually, I think it was the, yeah, that phase resembled the torn notebook. It's also a weapon. We didn't see it in a run, but it's a weapon. Yeah, this is the burnt pan. I could not dodge that. Okay, so the last soul phase is coming up. I'm actually going out of full screen in a second, so I can close the game early and skip a cutscene. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I hit the act button. I'm gonna go out of full screen now. I don't know how fast it's gonna load. Oh, that was too early. Okay, I loaded the game slightly early. If you load the game perfectly, you can actually, yeah, you can just save a lot of time by loads. So now, the final phase of Flowey is coming, and this is actually a great part of the run. In the Undertale speedrunning community, it is a tradition to spam OW in chat during this final phase of the Flowey fight. Friendly reminder to not get BSG global again. So this is where hitting fight actually makes a difference. So yeah, go ahead and spam all of your OWs and your copy pastas in chats. We need to hit fight and kill Flowers. It's still a really easy fight. I'm actually taking intentional hits here so I can stay in the middle and have the fight as optimal as possible, so I don't miss any frames on hitting that fight button. Bombs are bad, they do a lot of damage and you can't really dodge them. Okay, that's a Flowey fight. You can stop spamming ow now. It's over. Okay. So he was just reloading and saving to just kill us over and over again. So now I'm gonna go right on like the hitbox of this, because if I go too far, he just loads a save file and I move back to the middle. But if I'm right on the edge of it, I can just get hit by it immediately. Because normally those friendliest pellets would go out and come back in, but that saves like a couple frames. Because otherwise you just keep walking into it. Now he cannot load anymore, because the souls are disobeying him. Actually, don't have to mash here anymore. So we're just waiting for the souls to pretty much just kill him. Okay, so now we kill Flowey. Same thing as we did with Asgore. It doesn't count towards True Pacifist because we reload our save anyway. I think that's good. Yeah. Okay, I need to go at a full screen so I can save a little bit of time. Oh god. Okay, this is taking a while. This is fine. So I can actually close the game there when text appears, but I should have stayed out of full screen because I need to close the game again. Yeah, we can actually close the game there when the text appears. But it was being weird, so we didn't do that in time. So there I could close the game when Undertale appeared. So now we're gonna go for the pacifist ending. That was the neutral ending. We're now gonna go date Undyne, date Elphys, and do some other stuff. Okay, I felt that wrong warp. Let's save, just in case. Okay, let's not go there. Okay, so we're gonna go to Undyne. We're gonna go date her. Mouse cursor is on screen, that's not good. Okay, so we overflow the elevator again. I don't have to save, it's fine. Okay, let's go to Waterfall. I think I might have gone like to Snowden by accident last time I was here, and I wasted like 20 seconds. Because this boat cutscene takes like 20 seconds. And if you go to the wrong area, you have to ferry the boat for those 20 seconds, then go back to Waterfall. I didn't screw it up though, so it's fine. Let's save. And let's go date Undyne. Paris is here, but this is Undyne's house. Okay, so we're just gonna date her. Dating is actually just a bunch of mashing. Paparas just leaves. She wanted to sit down. She's about to ask us what which one of these 4 things we want. But she doesn't allow us to get up, though. We need to point at it with the spear. Because that's safe, right? Yeah, she's gonna make us some tea. Yeah, there's like 30 minutes left to the run for these pacifist stuff. English is hard. Yeah, she's gonna tell us a story now, because stories are great. Okay. So now, since Papyrus left, I guess it was actually time for Papyrus to have his have his cooking lesson. But since Papyrus isn't here, I guess we'll have it. So we stir a thing here. Apparently we weren't stirring hard enough because she was not satisfied. Now we need to turn up the heat. I think it's getting a little hot in here. Might just be a little too hot. Yeah. Just a little too hot in here. Okay, so now she's actually gonna fight us, and we're gonna fake hit her for like 1 damage. Since she thinks we can't be friends, so she might as well just fight us. So that was the Undying date. Now we're gonna go date Elphys. So we're gonna go back to the Riverman. Let's try not to go to Snowden. Okay. Didn't go to Snowden. We're good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and date Elphys. So what we were actually doing there was Undying gave us a letter, and it was supposed to be for Elphys because they love each other, but they don't know. So Elphys thought we wrote that letter, so now we're on a date with her. She's just being awkward right now. And she's taking us to the great place to date, which is the garbage dump. Again, dating is just a bunch of mashing. My hands are already dying. Okay, so now Undyne says she's gonna train Elphys, but she's actually gonna get Papyrus to do it. Because Undyne is just lazy pretty much, and Papyrus is Jug Boy. So why not? So now we're gonna actually save a couple tech boxes by saying anime is not real. Let's try to get Jesus Frisk again. And I got it. Nice. Automatic volt record. Okay, so we're gonna get a phone call by Papyrus. I think it's actually Flowey saying this, because Papyrus never says howdy and Flowey does. Okay, so we're going back to Hotland. We're going to True Lab now. And True Lab is actually where the run starts again, because you saw what happened for the last, like, 10 minutes. It was just mashing. And now we're going to get back to the punch card again. This is actually a really cool part of the run. I'm going to save just in case. Saving is literally impossible. Okay. So, Elf is, let's put a bathroom sign here, but this is actually the entrance to the True Lab. It's impossible to skip that elevator because you actually teleport to a different room after this cutscene. I think the elevator crashed. Okay, so I'm gonna do an overflow wrong warp here. So an overflow wrong warp is actually safer than a normal wrong warp, but it is slower. I failed it. Okay, that's fine. I think I closed the text box too early. So I'm gonna do a couple wrong warps here. And we're gonna fight Memory Head here. Let's try not to die here. I think that would be a good idea. So first I use I use my cell phone. For some reason that works. And then I refuse to join Memory Head and whatever it's doing. So I got the red switch. I put that in the keyhole there. Gonna do another overflow wrong warp with this. There we go. Gonna save again. Another overflow wrong warp. Come on. Optimal. That was actually optimal. Okay, another overflow wrong warp. Okay. We got the yellow switch there, which is for the yellow keyhole. Gonna do another skip here. This is endogeny skip. If I press yes here, I actually soft lock, so I need to press yes and interact with this at the same time. And a wrong warp out of the room. I have to wait to mash that away, because if I mash it away too early, I soft lock, which is not good. Gonna go get the green switch here. Gonna put in the yellow switch first. And now we're gonna fight Lemon Bread. He's actually disguised as a save point. So first we need to scream, or not scream, I think that's unhug actually. So he gives us a slow attack here, he has 2 attacks. He gave us a slow attack again. I would like to show off the quick attack, thank you. Okay, this is the quick attack, it saved like a second over the slow attack. Okay, that's not good. I meant a wrong one there. Okay, so interact with that fridge, so we can fight, I think... I don't know if this amalgamate even has a name. We need to joke this 3 times, and we can spare it. Or we don't even have to spare it. Okay, so put in the switch there. Gonna pick this up, do an overflow wrong warp from this. This is called fridge humping. It saves like a second if you do it all 4 times. That's not good. Okay, so next we're coming up on Reaper Bird skip. Let me actually overflow this to do the skip. So I'm gonna go on the trigger and then mash away the text. So that skips like 40 seconds. Let's see if I fail. Let's get the wrong warp. If you fail the wrong warp, you actually still have to fight him. I interact with that bat, so I overthrow it for another wrong warp. That was not the wrong warp. You saw nothing. Okay, so we put all the keys in the keyholes, so we unlock that door, and we can actually do a wrong warp here. So this skip was actually found yesterday, and I'm gonna do it. So we just wait for Alphys to appear here. We wait with mashing this away, and we can actually skip a whole bunch of dialogue by waiting with mashing this, or like by overflowing it. And that skips a lot of dialogue. We knew we could overflow it before, but this method was only found yesterday. Okay, so we leave the room after Alphys does, otherwise we soft lock. Do another overflow wrong warp here. And that's true, Lab. You can read a donation now.
We actually have 2 donations. So first off, we have a $5 donation from TGH saying, "Do not hug the goat." And just now we got a donation from Zeta of $2 without a comment, taking the lead for hugging the goat back again. It's very close. It's currently tied, or it's currently 72.55 for hugging and 71.81 for don't hug. So hugging with a very small lead right now, and we're coming up on the closing part of it, if I'm not mistaken. So if you still want to donate, get them in real quick.
Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the Azrael fight, which is the final boss fight of the game. So Asgore is gonna attack us again, but Toriel is gonna save us, and we're gonna cutscene with a lot of mashing. We just mash here, and then the Azrael fight starts. Yeah, Toriel is gonna come and save us here. Bye. And now we have a bunch of mashing. But this is the same as Flowey's Hill mashing. I just mash like crazy here instead of mashing in the pattern. Okay, I can't mash this away. And now Flowey is gonna come and try to kill us, but he will not succeed doing that. We can mash this away though. That was good mashing. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna happen now. And now all of our friends are gonna save us. Yay. Flowey cannot kill us. Okay, we can't mash this away again. And now he's gonna steal everyone's soul, because why not? Also, I just want to make a quick announcement. Flowey is Azrael. This is Azrael. And now we wait for him to turn around. So Flowey now has all the souls in the underground. Typically Flowey actually doesn't have a soul, but he has a lot of them now. And all souls in the underground are actually equal to 1 human soul. So that's why Azrael can break the barrier. because he has 7 human souls now. That's the power required to break it. So I'm gonna rip up the punch card here to make space in my inventory, and then I'm gonna dream and spare. Dreaming actually gives me healing items. Okay, that's not good. Okay, and then I'm gonna spare. You can read a donation.
We actually have quite a few coming in right now. First of all, we have a $4.20 donation from Pink and Orange and Gold saying, "Hug the goat." We have a $3 donation from Lagpoo1 saying, "Sorry, we will hug the goat." And then we also got a $5 donation from PokeCrafter64 Winged Duck saying, "A donation in honor of PokeCrafter64. This donation is for you. As long as you are for not hugging Kappa." And with that, the current difference is $2.94 in favor of hugging the goat.
Okay, so I was actually supposed to wait until the background changes, because the fight doesn't actually start until that point. So I was actually continuously sparing because I wasn't paying attention, but it's fine. Also one of the best songs in the game here. Not the best, but one of the best. So let's try not to die to Azrael. You can actually hope instead of spare, and you take less damage. But we're not noobs, so we just spare. You can read the donation.
Okay, we just got another $5 donation from the goat saying, "I would feel so used if you would hug me, so please, I am not a thing that you can hug. Whenever you, I'm not a thing you can hug whenever you want, Kappa." And with that, the lead goes back to not hugging with a $206 lead, and we are about to close the incentive if I'm not mistaken, so last chances to get them in, guys.
Okay, so we're almost coming up on the second phase of the Astral fight. Waiting for him to say certain dialogue so I can heal and have full HP going to phase 2, because I kind of need full HP or I'm gonna have to take an intentional death. I almost died there. That was not good. Okay, so if I don't get a hit, and if I don't get hit here, I can spare. If I get hit, I need to spare. Okay, I didn't get hit, we're gonna spare. And coming up is the attack called Hyper Goner. If you get hit once, you get to 1 HP. You can't die. If you don't get hit, you're at full HP, and you don't have to take an intentional death. So let's see if I can dodge. And I did it. Okay, so since I'm not at 1 HP, I can actually go through phase 2 without dying. I mean, I can, but it doesn't mean I will. Because it's still very possible to die. You don't get set back very far if you die, though. So now we cannot do anything but struggle. Yep. Yep. Wait, so I'm trying to dodge this here. Probably gonna die. If I dodge this, I think I do this deathless. See if I actually can dodge. Okay, yeah, I died. That's fine. That's not a big waste. You can read the donation.
We just got 2 donations in again. Jasper donating $6.24 for We Got Over BSG 7. Dutch J LFG's in chat, boys. And a $2.50 donation from Zita saying, "Hug the goat." With that, the Don't Hug took over the lead with a $5.80 lead right now.
Okay, so now Asriel, we're actually saving our friends now, right now, because they are lost souls. This is also the best song in the game, objectively. So that was a 9. I actually used, I think the first option in the act menu, and then I used recipe, because recipe is actually the fastest way it has the least characters, and since it's unskippable, that's faster. You can read another donation.
$1.50 donation. We just got a $1.50 donation from Sniper Wing Duck saying, "Snipe donation, lol, 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 lol." With that, Don't Hug takes the lead with $7.30.
Okay, so again, I used the first act option here, and I'm gonna use Take Break on Sans for the second one, or the third one. So normally for Asgore and Toriel, you would eat the pie, but since I ate it during Undyne by accident, we will not be eating the pie. It saves about 2 turns, so it's kind of annoying that I don't have it anymore. But that's not good. Okay. So now we're gonna all the friends are saved, and now we're gonna save Asriel. Great cutscene here. And I think right now it would be a good time to close the bid war.
That actually means that Hug the Goat won, because we just got a last-minute $10 donation from Bad RNG saying Hug the Goat. And now, a couple quick things I want to mention as we're closing it. We will be hugging the goat in this case. Let me do a final check that nothing else came in after that. With that, we also reached over $400, or I think we're exactly at $400 even. So, a big shout out to everybody that donated. I also, last but not least, quickly want to check the total that we got over the course of just this goal, because this goal has had quite the number of donations, adding a total of $181.80 to the total amount. So again, thank you everybody that donated, and let's keep it up for the goat hug.
Okay, so we're barely gonna survive this. We're gonna be pretty much dead here. So Asriel is just asking us to stop surviving his attack. He's now telling Snaz about his feelings. Alright, so we need to match here. And now Asriel is gonna destroy the barrier. Because he has the equivalent of 7 human souls. He has 6 human souls and a lot of monster souls. And 7 human souls is what's required to break the barrier that's keeping everyone underground. And this is where the goat hug comes in. If I am correct, we are hugging it. So he destroyed the barrier. So the goat hug is actually a time loss. It's a pretty significant time loss. We waste like 20 seconds by hugging. I think it's actually 22. but you know, it's a true pacifist run. We cannot be pacifist without hugging a goat. There we go. Okay, that's it. So now we're gonna leave the underground. We're actually only like 2 minutes off from time, I think. The run is almost over. Yeah. Yeah, so now Toril is waking us up. And the barrier is destroyed, so we can leave the underground. Okay, so we're gonna leave the underground, then we get another cutscene with a lot of mashing, and then when they close the last text box, it's time. See, everyone is standing here. We're getting ready to leave the underground. Yeah, this is the end of the run. We're almost coming up in time. Time is in like 10 seconds, I think. Something like that. So now, right now, Toriel asks us if we want to stay with her or leave. Time.